I decided to take this single speed setup that I had done on a Hyperglide free hub and turn it into a fixed gear. So I'm going to weld this thing together with JB Weld. Step 1, take it apart, use a 10mm wrench to remove the bolt, then remove the dust cap. This is kind of a hassle. It's going to get mangled like mine did, so you're going to need to straighten it out by pounding on it with a socket on a hard surface like an anvil and kind of forge it back straight again, and also make sure that hole is open enough so that the cone, when it goes through there, does not rub on it. Heat it up with a propane torch to melt the grease. It's going to smoke a little bit. You'll know you're there then. Let it cool off quite a bit and then clean it out using mineral spirits, but make sure you don't start your house on fire. Do that a couple of times, sucking the goop out of it or blowing it out with an air hose. Do the same thing again using acetone. Clean it out twice, again sucking it out or blowing it out until it's nice and clean. I made a little vacuum table out of some stuff that I had sitting around, but if you don't have that, then use your shop vac setup like so. Use a couple little sticks to provide some space for suction to get to all parts of the underside of the free hub. Tape it up like this, nice and tight so there's no leaks. Mix up some JB Weld, half and half as per instructions, and push it in there with a little piece of plastic while using suction to make sure the whole thing gets filled up. I used about 1.5 teaspoons, I would say. Then butter the back crack a little bit just to get that thing totally filled up too, and wipe it all clean. Wait about an hour or so until the JB Weld has set up a little bit, and scrape out the threads using a dental tool. Grease up some bearings, put your dust cap back on carefully as shown here, and it'll end up looking like this. Now you can let this dry for 24 hours, by the way. Then reassemble it using these pieces from the single speed, get your cog on there, and then get the thing locked down with a lock ring, put your axle back in, and you're ready to ride. So I've ridden a few times on this so far, doing skip stops, no problem.